Today I'm showing you how to use SeedCrackerX on Minecraft Java Edition to crack almost any Minecraft Java server or realm seed. As you can see, this is completely open source, which is obviously fantastic. I'm on their GitHub page right over here. I will link this down in the description below. You need to go here for the download. They have an incredibly comprehensive README file, which is very convenient. So we have a bunch of Minecraft versions here all the way down to 1.16.5 and all the way up to the very latest version. So to use this, you want to simply download the mod over here. I'm going to be using it for 1.21.1. So to use this, you do also need to have Fabric installed for Minecraft 1.21.1. If you don't have this yet or you're not sure where to get it, I will link it down in the description below. For now though, I've got the SeedCrackerX jar file over here in my downloads. And we can simply place this in the mods folder. To get there, press on Windows and R at the same time, then type in app data. And in this location, go into the folder called roaming, then .minecraft, and then locate the mods folder over here. Simply drag in the SeedCrackerX mod, and then we can close this up. Open up the Minecraft launcher and launch Fabric for, well, in my case, 1.21.1, but you can really choose any version. So here I am inside of a world and I'll show you guys how to use this in a few seconds. However, I did actually forget to mention that you can also use a Via Fabric Plus to actually use this on even older versions of Minecraft as well. So that is definitely nice. Anyways, to use this, I am on 1.21.1, so on below 1.18 versions, the actual in-game usage is going to be slightly different, but this first part is going to be relatively the same. So this client is operated through / commands over here. You want to use /seedcracker, which you can see. Luckily, we've actually got autofill, so this is incredibly easy to do. Anyways, the first one you should probably use is SeedCracker GUI, and opening that up is going to open up the SeedCrackerX UI. As you can see, we've got it over here, so it has been activated. We also have this option to send to the database. So I've actually got the database over here, and what this basically does is whenever you crack a seed, it's going to automatically send like the server IP and your coordinates and stuff like that over to this massive spreadsheet, basically the SeedCrackerX seed library. For this version over here, the latest option is 1.20.2. I'm on a higher version, but that doesn't matter. As long as I have the latest one selected here, we should be good. For the rest, we have some visuals here that you can manage, as well as the Finder toggles, which I'll explain more about in a few seconds. But basically, these are all the structures that a SeedCracker is going to use to actually crack the seed. Depending on your version, this will be set up differently. Don't turn the ones that have been disabled off, as these don't work on whatever version you are using, and they will give incorrect information if you turn them on. So the rest of these commands that aren't the GUI command can basically be used to manage everything inside of the GUI, but through commands. So for example, the cracker allows you to turn the seed cracker on or off. The data allows you to manage your current data. As you can see, we can view our current bits. We can clear them or restore them, and I'll explain more about these data bits in a few seconds. So you can run this in different dimensions, but I'm just going to be sticking to the overworld, as I assume that is where 99% of you will also be cracking the seeds. So as you can see, for cracking, you need to get 40 bits of liftable structures and 32 regular bits. Basically, bits, right? And from these bits, we were able to construct the seed. So these are all the currently supported structures, and any combination is valid. This is also possible in the end, but just with different structures. So basically now, let's start cracking a seed. I'm not in a server, I'm just in a single player creative world, because that is the easiest way of showing you guys this. So as I said, how this works is we need to find structures, and the great thing is we really don't need to do anything apart from that. So you could also have this just running in the background while you discover whatever you want to. As you can see in your world, there's already going to be highlighted the data of some structures. For example, these red ones, there's a very high probability that these are mob spawners. The problem is that these spawners are highlighted, but we don't really necessarily need them. Remember from the beginning where I said that the structures that give us the correct bits that we need are igloos, desert pyramids, jungle temples, swamp huts, shipwrecks, pillager outposts, and ocean monuments. So say you find yourself a large desert. These are convenient as they contain these things we call desert temples. As you can see, this one is pretty obviously highlighted over here. So, we can enter it, but basically once it's within our render distance, we've basically just found it. Cool. If I now go into SeedCracker and then data and then bits, as you can see, we have collected 17 bits out of 32, and I've collected 17 bits from liftable structures already. So I can fly around this world, just do stuff, maybe fly around the ocean, hope that I find a shipwreck. It's gonna go slow, or at least relatively slow, if this is all that you're doing. But as I said, keeping this on in the background while you just explore a world or try to gather resources is going to work quite efficiently. Got a nice shipwreck over here though. And now I've actually got 2 in render distance. This is working pretty well. As you can see, I'm almost where I need to be in terms of bits. You can also run /SeedCrackerX and then debug, and you get some more debug information. And just like that, we have gotten another shipwreck within our render distance, and this means that the SeedCracker can start lifting. As you can see, it says over here, started lifting with 5 structures. This takes a few minutes. Now, this is just going to try and brute force our seed within a few minutes. If you're looking for the best place to find these, I highly recommend a large desert near or around an ocean, as this has potential for desert pyramids, shipwrecks, and ocean monuments, all of which are not that rare. Just like that, it's finished the searching for structure seeds. So basically here it just does its thing, and then it tells me found world seed. Very cool. We can even click on this to copy it to our clipboard. If I run /seed command, which I can because I'm in creative, as you can see, these are completely identical. Now, what can sometimes happen when you're cracking a seed like this, as you can see, it kind of already said it here, but there is a potential that you still need an extra structure if it is unable to brute force the seed directly, but it's basically that simple. Very short recap. You open this up. Really, you can keep all these settings at the defaults, and then it's as simple as getting just about 5 of these structures within your render distance. The SeedCracker will automatically start cracking. You might need to find one more, and then it'll print the seed into your chat box. It's literally that easy. Although if you have any questions, do of course feel free to leave them down in the comments below. But for right now, that was basically that. Thank you all ever so much for watching, and I do of course hope to see you again in the next one. Bye.